Yeah, mate, it was a hard day. You know, I've trained 4 months for this day, so it's pretty pleasing to come away with second.
Talk me through the last kilometres where everything was falling, wheels were falling off for everybody, things were changing places.
Yeah, I went out pretty hard on the run. You know, try to reel in the boys. The boys had a bit of lead on me after the bike, and you know, I felt unbelievable until 30k. I hit 30k, and then I knew if I didn't stop and get some salt into me, I wasn't going to make the finish. So I stopped and took some salt, and then it took about 4k to kick in. And you know, boys got a little bit of jump on me, but I started to come back, and I finally picked up Dave again. He was starting to struggle, and 1500 metres to go, I cramped like I've never cramped before, and you know, I stood there for what I thought it felt like an eternity. You know, finally went, and that last K I must have kicked down about 3:15, and you know, kicked it home, and you know, got the second place.
This would be the biggest result for you?
Oh yeah, by far. You know, I sat down with Crowie 2 days after Kona. I said, mate, I've known Crowie since 2001, and I've always looked up to him, and I said, mate, I need your help to take it to the next level. And he said, I'm here for you. And you know, I talk to him once a week, once a fortnight on Skype, and he's an inspiration to me, and he's helped, you know, enormously to get me here today.
So what does this do for you mentally? Is it a mental thing more than a physical thing?
Yeah, mate, I've always trained hard. You know, sometimes a little bit too hard, but Crowie has just helped with that mental side, and mainly the confidence. You know, I've lost a bit of confidence last year, and I struggled a bit, and just talking to him every day, you know, he's so inspirational. Every time he talks, you know, I love him. So yeah, he's really helped with that mental side. Sometimes I go off track a little bit. You know, I do some stupid things, but you know, he hasn't won 5 world titles for nothing, so you just listen to him, and you know you're going to come good. So yeah, I trust everything that comes out of his mouth.
Well, what about this for a boost for the rest of the year? What does it do for your 2014 season?
Yeah, you know, the big thing for me personally is confidence. And you know, once I start racing good, then it keeps rolling all year. So you know, fingers crossed it, you know, keeps going and recover good now, and you know, hopefully have a good rest of the year.
Well, what would it